Quite possibly the most dramatic baseball game I have witnessed. Let me pause so we can just talk about what happened, just to set the stage. So the Braves have been up for pretty much the entire game at this point. It's the top of the 8th inning. They're up 3-0 and feeling pretty good about themselves. Also, in terms of season situation, both teams need to win one of the two games they're playing today, at least one of the two games they're playing today, to make the postseason. A couple games got canceled due to the hurricane. They're making them up now. Both teams need exactly one win. If you go 1-1 or 2-2, you're in. If you go 0-2, you're out of the postseason. That's the way it works. But all of a sudden, the Mets start rallying. First with this single that sends a run home, makes it 3-1. They're able to get a runner on third, and then this single happens to make it a 3-2 ball game. And then this single happens, so just a run of hits, giving the Mets the lead. Gets the runner to third as well, which allows for this sacrifice fly. It's always a question, I'm going to pause it right here. Do you decide to go for it? It's a bit aggressive. There are no outs at this point, so you definitely don't want to get thrown out at home. However, this throw is actually going to get cut off, which I always feel, I don't know. I mean, I guess that was definitely not going to work, but I always feel like every now and then I think they're a little bit too quick on the cutting off the play. Nonetheless, though, Mets lead 4-3, still have a runner on, and just for good measure, they get some insurance. Watch this absolute monster shot of a home run, so high that the cameraman couldn't even see where the ball ended up going, but a long home run. And at this point, it's 6-3. You're thinking that's the story. Incredible moment here. But then the bottom of the inning would happen, and the Braves are, they're showing some life here. Have two runners on. It's a 0-2 count. They put in Edwin Diaz a little bit early, the Mets do. He's their star. But with this two-out chopper to first base, really good stop by Pete Alonso. At this point, you're like, okay, here we go. Mets get the out at first, and they're able to get out of this inning. The issue, when Alonso goes to first, there's no one there. Again, watch the other angle. Really watch Diaz when he throws this pitch. He just does not get over there anytime soon. He hesitates way too much, and because of that, the Braves still have life. They still have, they get a run in this inning, but also have two runners on. After a walk to load the bases, it is a 6-4 ball game, 2 outs. It's a 3-1 count. You can't walk anyone right here. So for Ozzie Albies, watch him just crush this one. For a second, you thought it might be gone. Wasn't quite a grand slam, but still a bases-clearing double. Gets all 3 runs home. Gives the Braves a 7-6 lead. And so at this point, you're thinking this is the story, right? Edwin Diaz doesn't cover first base. That's what we're all going to talk about. However, going to the top of the 9th inning at this point, you have Francisco Lindor at the plate, currently down a run with a runner on first base. Currently 2 outs away from, not the season being over. They could still, if they can, win tonight, make the playoffs. But you don't want to be in that situation. You'd love to win it right here. Watch as Lindor is going to, at first, I didn't even think that was going to be, dangerous at all. His reaction didn't seem too, dominant, but it does go all the way for a go-ahead home run in the top of the 9th inning to give the Mets the lead once again, 8-7. The Mets do go on to win the game. They finally close something out. A runner didn't get the second, but they're able to get the win and move on to the postseason in what was a absolutely wild game.